protect the environment not for our own sake, but I mean not for nature's sake, but for our own sake. Because we recognize that nature enriches us. It enriches us economically, yes, the base of our economy. And we ignore that at our peril. The economy is a wholly owned subsidiary of the environment. But it also enriches us aesthetically and recreationally and culturally and historically and spiritually. And human beings have other appetites besides money. And if we don't feed those appetites, we're not going to grow up. We're not going to become the kind of beings that our Creator intended us to become. When we destroy nature, we diminish ourselves. We impoverish our children. We're not fighting to preserve those ancient forests in the Pacific Northwest, as Rush Limbaugh loves to say, for the sake of a spotted owl. We're preserving those forests because we believe the trees have more value to humanity standing than they would have if we cut them down. And I'm not fighting for the Hudson River for the sake of the shad, of the sturgeon, of the striped bass, but because I believe my life will be richer, my children, my community will be richer, if we live in a world where there are shad and sturgeon and stripers in the Hudson, and where my kids can stand on the banks of the river and look out and see the small commercial fishermen that I've spent 25 years protecting their livelihood, their capacity to earn a living, their property values, etc. And we have on the Hudson one of the oldest commercial fisheries in North America. It's 350 years old. Many of the people I represent come from families that have been fishing the river continuously since Dutch colonial times. They use the same fishing methods that were taught by the Algonquin Indians to the original Dutch settlers in New Amsterdam and then passed down through the generations. And I want my children to be able to see these men and women in their tiny open boats with their ash poles and gill nets and touch them when they come to shore to wait out the tides, to repair their nets. And in doing that, connect themselves to 350 years of New York State.